Hamile. This dot at the northwestern extremes on the map of Ghana. Now busy. Now indolent border town. Her sole source of business typified by these heavy-laden trucks. And her indolence personified by Farmer Derry, who wakes up on a fresh June morning, puts on his Sunday best and mounts his bicycle with a single unhurried stride. He pedals towards one of the most honest of places on planet Earth, the Hamile Roman Catholic Church. This francophone man had arrived from across the border in Burkina Faso. Thankfully, the potential gunner is overpowered and bundled out of the house of God before he does the unthinkable. Only a month earlier in May, a young Catholic priest and some worshippers had been gun-sprayed to death during Holy Mass in Dablo, Burkina Faso. Derry would later come away from church a lucky man, but also a badly shaken man. Up until this fateful Sunday, Farmer Derry, in all certainty, must have experienced his own version of cross-border crime. Call them random blips in an otherwise unruffled savannah community, cattle rustling, open market brawls, low-energy prostitution, little league thievery. In which sense, our Hamile would be much like the country Ghana itself, touted since her independence as an oasis of peace and political stability, a haven of Homo sapiens who for decades seemed relatively better cocooned from the scourge of daredevil terrorists.
Ghana have won the competition for the first time.
Unlike the larger sub-region with its more doubtful security credentials, Libya, Mali, Niger, La Côte d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Guinea, Burkina Faso, all reeling from one form of civil strife or the other. Then out of the blue, it comes like a cosmic slap. From far out in Kenya in September 2013, the news filtered in.
Tonight we have new details about the terrorist attack on the shopping mall in Kenya.
One of Ghana's most celebrated sons, writer, poet, diplomat, and politician, is blown away to eternity in the Nairobi Westgate shopping mall attack. Kofi Nyidevu Awono Williams, an utterly numbing tragedy, but a tragedy whose dreadful impact would last for only a while in peaceful Ghana. Lightning, after all, never struck more than once. Until 8 years later today, Ghanaians appear to have finally woken up from their slumber. Some say the country has finally lost her innocence, her much-coveted hymen broken, and even her rivers, hitherto translucent and pure, seem to convey the gory evidence southward into the raging Atlantic. From Hamile to Wa, and from Bolgatanga through Tamale to Techiman, Kumasi, Takwa, Takrady, and along the coast through Accra to Keta, the country's internal security landscape is rocking with a frightening cocktail of incessant highway robberies, contract killings, kidnappings, and mob justice. Safety walking alone during daylight is currently rated to be as high as 75.5% in Ghana. And as his country's security situation slowly degenerates, Farmer Derry now kneels to pray in his Hamile church with one eye open. It descended slowly upon us with an unsmiling smile, the grim reaper of our peace and quiet, aided by forces larger than Derry would ever comprehend. Leaky borders, youth unemployment, and major league official corruption. But we all saw it coming, the slow decline in our national security apparatus, badly dismembered into as many self-serving fragments as to render them totally ineffectual. Just how else does Ghana rebrand herself into the unenviable ranks of failing states in Africa? As famously said by one well-known Ghanaian journalist, quote, "Keeping one's beard damp is the sensible thing to do when your neighbors is letting off sparks," end quote.